I'm Terry Hutchins with AllHoosiers.com with Nolan Blair, Nathan Brown at the Big Ten tournament where today Indiana falls to Illinois 64-54 in the first round, loses the third game in a row, fall to 17-15. We could talk about what just happened out there. I think I'd rather focus on the future a little bit. I mean, what do you think happens now? Do you think Indiana is definitely in the NIT? That's the first question. And if so, is there still a chance that this team could potentially get a home game?
You know, I mean, there's a chance. I think Indiana brings a lot with the name going into the NIT tournament. The NCAA, I'm sure, would love to see a big crowd in Assembly Hall one last time. Do they deserve it? I'm not really sure. They come into this tournament, coming into the NIT losing 3 straight. A really tough one today in the first round of the Big Ten tournament to Illinois. They gave Michigan a good run, and before, a couple games ago, they had a 3-game winning streak in the Big Ten and looked like they were, maybe poised to make a late NCAA tournament run. Now, they really look like a team struggling that, whether they're playing at home or on the road, they could possibly lose in the first round.
There's something called bracketmatrix.com, and it actually projects the NIT field. Going into today, it had Indiana as a 4 seed, playing LSU as a 5 seed at home. But again, I just wonder if a loss like this, quick exit in the tournament, 3 losses in a row, I just wonder if that makes them slide a little bit.
Well, yeah, and I mean that's. I think Nathan's right. Indiana's such a big name that it'll be hard for the NIT to turn up a name like Indiana. But if they're them, sure, maybe they won't host a game and we'll be traveling somewhere across the country. But in the locker room, when players were asked about the NIT, it really seemed like they were excited for the opportunity to play in the NIT and excited for a couple more games for this team to grow, because I think they need it. Certainly, and I think we've seen teams grow from the NIT. I know North Carolina, I think they almost won it a couple years ago, and they came back the following year and had a great season. So I think the NIT is an opportunity for you to really grow, play on the road, maybe go to Madison Square Garden. So I think it'll be a great opportunity for the guys.
Got an interesting perspective from Evan Gordon, who played in the NIT last year at Arizona State. And what he said was that, teams can go either way at this point. Either basically they mail it in, or they decide that, this is something that they want to play for. He says, his team decided, hey, let's go out and win it all. They did pretty well. They end up losing on the road at Baylor. But I guess the question still comes back. At 17-15, would it be better if Indiana's season ended today, or do you think that they can benefit moving forward?
I think some of these freshmen, have had a couple great games the past few weeks. Troy Williams, Dan Robinson, Devin Davis have really shown how much that they can grow. I think the beginning of the beginning of the season, we weren't seeing a whole lot out of them, and we're still seeing sloppy play from them at times. Noah Vonleh hasn't done a whole lot the past few games. I know he's been, suffering from his foot injury. I don't know if he was 100% today. Illinois really did a great job double-teaming him down low. But I think the freshmen can definitely get some benefit out of a few more games. Vonleh's draft stock could possibly be hurt by playing a few more games. A lot of people are still talking about him being a top 10 pick. Who knows if that plays out.
That's it for us from Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, where today Indiana loses to Illinois 64-54. Follow our coverage at allhoosiers.com. We'll have lots of stuff up today, tonight, into the morning, and then we'll probably have stories in the next couple of days looking at the NIT and just wondering where Indiana fits into that whole piece, and if the Hoosiers can still end up with a home game. If that is the case, the NIT, the first round of the NIT is either March 18th or March 19th, so it would be Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So, from Bankers Life Fieldhouse, Nolan Blair, Nathan Brown, Terry Hutchins, we'll see you next time.